Hi guys, welcome back to Balls Fan TV, and today we're back with another video doing the match preview for tomorrow's game against Waterford at Dalymount Park. Coming off the back of 3 straight wins, 2 last-minute winners in a row. We're now only 2 points off the top, despite the fact that we still remain in the bottom half. And yeah, look, all of a sudden things are looking really positive. And we'll be looking to carry that on here against the Waterford side, who have, they got a win last week after 7 straight defeats, so they'll have a little bit of confidence going into this. But with the way we're playing at the moment, I'm sure we'll be feeling just as confident. But yeah, look, obviously the Pats game was mental. It was 3 points that we deserved, like we said in the match reaction. Even though we went 1-0 down in the first half, and we were probably a little bit off the pace. Second half we came out and I thought we controlled the game really, and we got the win that we deserved. And we're looking to do the same here against the struggling Waterford side. Despite the fact that they won last week, they've still lost 8 of their first 12 games, and obviously they sacked Keith Long, and then Matt Lawler's in charge now as an interim charge. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they can back up that result here. But look, we'll be looking to carry on our good form here and get another home win, and carry on building some momentum and climbing up the table. But look, in terms of the team, when you're on the form where you're on, it almost sort of picks itself, I suppose. But we might have a few enforced changes. Obviously, Lee Kavanagh went off with an injury on Friday, so he could be replaced by Cornwall, I'd say, just given the fact that he got the goal when he came on. I think Dawson Lavoie will come back in here as well. He was suspended last week, and look, even though we won the game, I think when he is available, he has to play, simple as. So I think he'll come back in here. Reece Brennan, look, I thought he struggled to get into the game on Friday, but look, that's not a criticism of him really. Look, he's still a very young player with a lot of potential, obviously. It's going to take a bit of time, I suppose, to be able to be a full starter for us for this season. But yeah, I think I'd bring Rossi onto the right and then bring Clark into the 10. Just given the fact that Clark has done so well when he's come off the bench in the last few games. So last week, as he started the Rovers game, but last week when he came off the bench, I thought he made a really good impact. So I'd start him here in his natural position. And then other than that, I think everything will be the same really. In terms of score predictions, it could be great to get another win here, of course, and building a bit of momentum, and keeping that good, keeping that good vibe going in Dalymount, of course. Now it's great to say that we're actually looking forward to going to games now, and it's not just a slog like it has been really for the last year or so, or longer even. We're coming up against a struggling Waterford side. Look, they have good players, they have players that can cause you trouble. Power Gammon is probably one of the better strikers in the league. He can, he'll still probably be up there for one of the top goal scorers come the end of the season, no matter where Waterford are. Tommy Lonergan's a good player as well, and they have a few tidy players. So look, they will be a threat. The league is mad. You never know what might happen. They're struggling, we're flying. It would be typical if we went on and lost this game. That's just the nature of the league. But look, I'm going to go with a 2-1 win. I think we'll carry on the good form here, get another home win. I think the energy that the players are playing with at the moment, you'd have to back us here. With the performance levels that we're putting in over the last few games. Look, we were lucky enough against Cork, but the last 2 games, 2 Dublin derbies, to come back, come from behind and win it in the last minute, where it shows the fight and the determination from the players, that they're still fighting for Reynolds and they're fighting for the fans, and we're feeding off that. The atmosphere in Dalymount on Friday was brilliant, and we need to see that again here. So yeah, I'm going to go with a 2-1 win. Hopefully we get another win with a favourable run of fixtures ahead. Look at what's to come after this. I think it's Galway on the Easter Monday, sorry, Bank Holiday Monday. Which will be a tough game, of course. Galway are with our good side in Eamon DC Park, and after that you have Sligo. So look, there are some games to come. Where we can pick up some points, and Friday's no different really. It's a game against a team that are below us on the table, and one that we should be looking to try and win. And it'd be great if we could do it, if we could carry on the good momentum, and yeah, hopefully we'll do that. So yeah, that's where I'll end it. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, comment down below what you think at the end of the game, or score predictions, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.